So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and originally my video was going to be something along the lines of Season 4 Reloaded, talking about the new map, or talking about something, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the fact that around roughly noon Eastern Standard Time today, the US courts made their decision in regards to Microsoft versus the FTC. And it turns out that Microsoft just won against the FTC. So what exactly does this mean? This means that now Microsoft, they're ready. Give it a week, could pretty much close the Activision deal. Now, does this mean it's going to happen next week? No idea. It could go one way, it could go completely the other. But now it's not a matter of if, it's more or less a matter of when. So what exactly was the reason for this ruling? Well, to paraphrase what the judge said, is that the Microsoft acquisition of Activision has to be described as one of the largest in tech history, and of course deserves scrutiny. And let's face it, the scrutiny is paid off, as Microsoft has, over the course of this entire thing, committed both in writing as in public as well as in the court of law to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 years on par with Xbox, meaning that for the next decade, Call of Duty is not going to be leaving Sony's console. They also made the agreement to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo, even though they didn't discuss it with Activision all that much, and that they made several different agreements to bring Activision's content to several cloud gaming services for the first time, meaning that this will open up more consumer access to Call of Duty as well as other Activision assets, so that people will be able to access them. Therefore, the judge decided that the preliminary injunction is denied. So what exactly does this mean? This means that the only thing left to really deal with is the UK CMA, which they have already agreed that they're going to sit down and agree to a remedy on this deal, and that over the course of time, that could be a couple of days, could be a week or so, they are going to be prioritizing on these proposals. So that means that Microsoft as well as Activision are going to be sitting down and figure out exactly how they want to go about this. This also means we get to throw Bobby Kotick out, but sadly it doesn't mean that we get to just simply throw him out. The man gets to walk away with $400 million once this deal closes. Meaning, once that $400 million is paid off to him and the deal goes through, you can kiss Bobby goodbye unless he decides to sneak his way back in. Now, for some people, they're going, oh, this just means great, Call of Duty could come to Game Pass. My thoughts on it are, if it's going to come to Game Pass, it needs to be on PlayStation's equivalent. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. I refuse to let it be on Game Pass without it being on PlayStation's equivalent. Why? Because I believe in the fairness of all players, not just one player base over the others. And if it does end up coming to Game Pass, as well as PlayStation's equivalent, I don't just want to see Call of Duty. I want to see Diablo. I want to see a cross-play version of World of Warcraft. I want to see, on the equivalent, I want to see Crash Bandicoot. I want to see Overwatch. I want to see Guitar Hero. Better yet, please give us a new Guitar Hero. I have been begging and pleading for a new Guitar Hero. Skylanders, Spyro, hell. I wouldn't mind a new Tony Hawk game while we're at it. But Activision is so much more than just Call of Duty. But with that being said, it looks like Microsoft is ready to buy out Activision Blizzard. And with that being said, I want to hear in the comments section down below, regardless of what you play on, whether you're playing on PC, playing on Xbox, playing on a PlayStation, or playing on a Switch for all I care. What are your thoughts on this decision? Do you think it's good for gaming? Do you think it's bad for gaming? Or are you somewhere in the middle? Because this could play out if they do not go back on the word. If everything that is written on paper comes to be, then I don't see this as a bad thing for gaming. But if they go back on their word, similar to how Microsoft kind of went back on their word with Bethesda and made a certain game exclusive that's coming out, yeah, no. I'm still not too thrilled about that, and some of my friends are still not too thrilled about that. So with that being said, leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment down below, as well as click that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials, and you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. And this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to click that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.